Rock and roll, everybody. I thought I'd go on live, and I decided to post first on Facebook to see if I can get any friends from Facebook land to want to join in and everything. And I went outside to take some photos today, and I wanted to take some photos with the guitar, and decided I was going to play guitar, but it was so cold I had to put my gloves on because my fingers just wouldn't work. And so the quick little song I came up with, I just used like the open bar, basically the bar chords, because that way even with gloves on I could play that. But it was cold, everybody. My goodness. Right now it says it's 8 degrees in Nacogdoches. Yeah, that's cold. Don't remember it ever being this cold ever in my life. I'm trying to conserve electricity for everybody right now because I have electricity, I have the internet, so I feel very blessed and fortunate for that. And I think it's like 58. I think like 58 degrees in the house. So happily, there's insulation here, of course, and everything like that, and I'm not running into heat. I'm trying to just got layers on. So I got 2 sweaters on. I got this hoodie on. Got a thermal shirt on. So basically, you know, I've got a lot of layers going on, and that does keep you warm. When I went out today, I had basically this and a coat, and I weather wasn't too bad. And it was probably like, I don't know, 16, 14 degrees, something like that when I was out there, which is crazy for us here in Texas. People are saying that, you know, the reason why they live in Texas is because of the heat. You know, that's kind of the trade-off you get, that you don't have heat. I mean, coldness, if you get all that heat and everything. And here we got a little bit of everything going on right now. So any questions from anybody? Anybody have any comments about the cold? I think the other day was every county in Texas was under some type of advisory, freeze advisory, weather advisory, severe winter advisory, something like that. And of course, there's rollouts of electricity going on. They'll have some friends that were out with electricity for 26 hours and whatnot. And I don't know what the answer is on the rollouts for electricity. I don't know how coordinated they are. I don't know if they're picked, you know, or it runs at some point. It says that there's a maximum of 100% electricity. You can't go over that at some point. If the demand's over that amount of ability for that plant to make electricity, I'm sure that they got to restrict the electricity somehow or another. And I don't know if a better route would be like everybody has like 1 hour off, like, you know, if you have like 10 areas and then or 12 areas, and then basically every 12 hours you're off for 1 hour. That way, you know, the house would stay pretty much warm with that, and you could charge all your devices and stuff like that. I just don't know if the system's, you know, coordinated enough to do that, you know. And I think, you know, there's a lot of folks talking about they needed generators. Well, with generators, you got to have, like, if they run on fuel, you know, and gas, they got to keep gas, and, you know, gas goes bad at a period of time. And I always hear, you know, generators are dangerous as well. You know, you got to use them outside and know what you're doing a little bit with electricity and whatnot. Can't hook them into the power grid, right? So, anyway, so I don't know what the answer is. And of course, water is another big concern. You don't want people's pipes, you know, having the, you know, cover out the faucets outside was the biggest deal, but I have the cabinets open and everything like that. So hopefully the warmer air would keep the pipes from, you know, bursting and things like that. I got inside wall plumbing, so it's not facing an outside wall. And so it shouldn't be as cold as you know, on a slab. So if you're on a slab house, it should be a little bit warmer than if you're on a house that's, you know, that's not on a slab, you know. I forgot what it's called, raised house or whatever it is, on blocks or whatever. So yeah, any thoughts from anybody out there? How y'all doing? Y'all surviving the cold?
It definitely is cold out there. How cold is it at the area that you're at right now? Now I got friends and fans all over the world, and what is it? Is it 8 degrees like it is here in Nacogdoches? And the good news, it looks like there's no more snow or anything like that, or rain, really until it says Wednesday. So that's good. We got a. I'm going to guess I had about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches of snow. It's actually packed against my door, and I've never had snow do that before. Where there's so much snow, it's actually against my door, my front door, and so I'm jumping over it. When I'm going outside, of course, trying to be safe. Saw some cars today, kind of skid around a little bit, and just even on my little street here. And I'm just really wondering why folks are going out there. Oh, it's snowing in Michigan. Yeah, how cold is it over there in Michigan? It could be 8 degrees up there. It might be actually warmer in Michigan than it is down here in Texas right now. It might be 12 degrees or something like there. Yeah, we're just not used to it, we're used to handling the heat. Like for me, I can run in the heat, no problem. I'll just stay hydrated. Here, your body just shuts down, and you put on too many layers, and you just got to start removing layers because you don't want to sweat too much and freeze and get hypothermia and stuff. So it's rough, man. This cold weather is no joke for people. Going to be below zero? Yeah, I don't think. Hopefully, I don't think we're going to get below zero. If it gets below zero here, that's just just completely brutal for us here. We're just not used to that. The cars, I think up north, you probably all got their snow tires on, so you have better traction. We don't really have that around here. I think people are under the misguise. If you get a 4-wheel drive vehicle, you can just drive on everything. And no, that's not the answer. Really, tires are an important part. I have a front wheel drive vehicle, and they typically do okay on light snow and things like that. But ice, you don't have any control of it. I mean, I saw some cars trying to go up the hill, and they're just kept just sliding back down because they don't have any traction for it. And I saw a couple cars parked on the street, and I'm assuming because they got out and they couldn't go up the hill, and I guess I'll just park on the street. I don't think I'd park on the street right now because I don't think people that are driving right now are going to have control once it gets to be ice over. So I think some of those cars sadly might get hit and everything like that. There's already been some, I think I heard one of my friends were telling me earlier today that they heard 50 accidents in the last couple of hours. And, that was way earlier today. So hopefully people are not out here driving around anything like that. How about you? How about the rest of y'all? What's going on in y'all's areas? Y'all staying warm? Is it cold, freezing for y'all? What's your thought? What's your tips on staying warm for us folks here in Texas? I just know for me, layers, blankets, and I got enough blankets that if I have zero heat, which basically I got right now, I don't have any heat going on here because I'm trying to help with the electric grid. And all the lights I have here are LED lights, so they don't even equal probably one regular light bulb back in the day. And on my little laptop here, it's pretty energy efficient as well. So I don't know. It's tough to know. It's tough to know what to do. And it's just amazing to see all that snow. It's cool. I took some cool photos and everything like that, but I didn't travel too far out because I didn't want to get stuck in the snow and or slip on ice and everything like that. Someone posted a video or picture, walk like a penguin on ice. That way you basically just have all your weight on one foot at a time, kind of just rocking back and forth. And that makes sense instead of, we normally kind of dissipate our weight equally on both legs, So, yeah. Any other questions or thoughts from anybody? I'm getting close to 10 minutes here. And I know right now, probably a lot of folks are just hoping for electricity and hoping for water and hoping for, warmth. And, if you got a car, if it gets so bad, if you got a car, if you're not inside a garage, you could always turn the car on and charge your devices and stay warm in there while you do that. So maybe at least you get 30 minutes or an hour of warmth in there, and hopefully that helps keep you warm. I don't know if you have a full tank of gas, if your car's pretty energy efficient, if you're just idling, I'm going to guess that car could go for, I don't know, 12 hours, maybe longer than that straight. So if you went out there every 4 hours and took 4 hours off, you could go for a period of time. I don't even know. I never idled a car that long in my life, and I don't know if it's really good for the car or bad for the car. But I do know this: if you're actually literally freezing, it's better to do that than to freeze, of course. I know in East Texas, there's some of the older houses that have fireplaces. I never like to use a fireplace. It just seems to be like a lot of work, and the idea of having an open flame in your house this seems to be kind of scary in a lot of ways. But apparently, the houses before 1980 that were built, they all had fireplaces here. So that tells me the winters probably were colder than they were recently. So that's kind of interesting. So anyway, stay bundled up, y'all. Wear multiple layers, stay safe. Don't go out if you don't have to. Don't drive if you don't have to. Hopefully y'all have a backup supply of soups and cans and canned goods and things like that. And hopefully your electricity is going on. I guess if it's still freezing outside, if your electricity does go out, you could put some food out there and that'll keep your food frozen, and everything. So I guess that's about it, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'll rock you out with a tune. Snow, 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 snow. Snow, 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 snow. Snow, 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 snow. In Nacogdoches. Snow, 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 snow. Snow, 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 snow. Snow, 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 snow. In Nacogdoches, everything is closed. Well, thank you all so much. Yeah, I wrote that today. That was a song I played outside. It had a couple words. It's not a very fancy song, but it kind of sums up everything right now. There's a lot of snow. Everything's closed, and I'm in Nacogdoches. So compute that, y'all. Thank you all so much for being fans. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my other YouTube channels. Watch The Rise of the Robots. All the things I advertise and everything like that. Share that with your friends right now. What a perfect time to watch The Rise of the Robots if you're stuck at home and you got electricity. So you guys rock. Thank you. Of course, it does compute.